everyone, I am Shannon Grant. I am a Scentsy Superstar Director with a team called Heaven Essence. I started this series on how to find new customers and where to find new customers, and this is video number 3. The last one that I did, I talked to you about your frank list and I gave you some homework, so I hope that you've been working on that. Today I'm going to talk to you about building relationships and sharing your story. Your story is very important. There's no better way to position your products, your business, and yourself than by sharing your story. Real stories told by real people make a real impact. So I want to talk to you about, first I'm going to talk to you about the cruise and the trip that I just got back from. I went on a Scentsy cruise with 400 other consultants, and they brought 400 of their friends and family, so altogether we had about 800 people on this boat. The reason that I want to tell you this is because I think it's an eye-opener. We went to St. Lucia, St. Croix, Antigua, Barbados, and St. Martin. And we were around Scentsy consultants everywhere you turned. So a lot of people will get frustrated in their business sometime and tell me, you know what, Scentsy's saturated. I can't recruit in my town. I can't book any parties. There's just too many people. Well, on this cruise, where I told you that every time that you turned around you saw a Scentsy consultant, we started a game, another girl and I. And we started asking people, wow, with all these Scentsy consultants on this boat, how many business cards have you collected? And a lot of them were like, none. Actually, one girl told another girl to make sure she threw away her Glade plug-in and to get a Scentsy warmer, but didn't give her any of her information. So she was kind of wondering about Scentsy herself. So I thought that it was really interesting that here we are on this boat with all of these people and no one was sharing Scentsy. Granted, we were on vacation, but whenever you're in direct sales and you always want to look ahead. Like I know for a fact that next year we're going to have another incentive trip. And in order to have an incentive trip, we're going to have new team members. They're going to have to promote. I'm going to have to show my passion in this business and share it. So I just don't stop because one, I love it that much. And two, because I want to be able to always go after my dreams. So when you are in a position like we were, you have to start conversations. And that's going to be part 3 about how you share your story and start conversations. And it can be very simple. There was one lady on the boat that actually is joining the team, and she started talking about travel. My daughter and I were sitting up there, and she was talking about how many cruises that she'd been on. I told her it was my first one. She told me of all these places that her husband and her had gone. And then I asked her, wow, of all these places, which one was your favorite? So she started telling me. And I was like, well, where else do you want to go? You know, where on your bucket list is somewhere that you want to go? And then she told me Greece. And that was like my shining moment. I got to tell her, I've been to Greece. I went last year. And she was like, no way. And I told her all about it, about Athens, about Mykonos, about how awesome Scentsy was. And then I got to share Scentsy. I got to share my story. I got to share the business. And I found out, you know, that she owns a salon and this spa down in Florida and that she wants to join. And it became very easy to share with her something that I absolutely love because I started a genuine conversation with her. Then there was another girl. She was a newlywed. And she was there with her husband on their honeymoon. And we started chatting about, you know, her business and what she does and how much she loves it or doesn't love it. And it came out that I had my daughter with me. And she was like, wow, you know, I'd really like to be able to do that one day, to take my kids on vacation with us. And I was like, you can totally do that. And I told her about Scentsy. And then she talked about how, you know, one day she wants to stay home with her kids. And, you know, I started planting seeds. So when she got home, she decided to Facebook friend me. She's called me. She's even considering joining. And this all happened with 800 people on this boat that knew about Scentsy. I know of at least 9 or 10 people that came home with potential recruits. And it's just because all we're doing is sharing our story, our passion. We were there to celebrate something and it just didn't stop. So that's how you should be every day in your life. If you love this business, it should just bleed out of you. You should have this passion that you just share it. Whenever you're doing basket parties and home parties, you got to be enthusiastic because enthusiasm is contagious because your hostesses, they will become enthusiastic and people will see it through them. And they'll see how much fun you're actually having. You know, you don't want to be monotone. You want to, you know, in your voice, show your enthusiasm. You know, hey girl, oh my gosh, you want to buy that warmer at $30? you can get that half off or free if you just take these scents with you. This is like a basket party. Just take them home, smell them, write down the ones that you like, and then share them with a couple of friends. And if you happen to get $150, then that's free stuff and half off stuff for you. How easy is that? I mean, just share it. Tell them how easy it is. You know, this is like one of the best kept secrets. Don't talk too fast. Make sure you're not speaking monotone. You know, if you were in the conversation and you were listening to you speak, think about, you know, is what they're saying interesting to me? You want people to leave with the idea whenever they're talking to you of, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. You know, I could do that. I would really love to know more. That is the kind of attitude that you want people to leave you with whenever you're talking to them. They want to know more. They crave it. They want to friend you. They want to Facebook friend you. They want to talk to you. They want an opportunity packet. You want people to be excited about this, which brings me to something about actions. You've always heard that, you know, actions are stronger than words. My husband's big on that. He's like, you know, you can talk about it all day, but until you show it to me, then I'm not going to believe it. Well, it's true. It's the same in our business, because if you are talking to someone, you tell them how much you love Scentsy, how much you love the product, and how it's changed your life. And they go home and they Facebook friend you. If it's not on your Facebook, do you think they're going to believe that you are what you're representing? I mean, if someone goes home and they Facebook me or a lot of people on my team, they're going to see us using the products and how passionate we are. They're going to see us out and every day talking about, you know, our business and how it's changed our life. They're going to see us branding ourselves. They're going to see how we incorporate it into our lifestyle, because Scentsy is a lifestyle. Recruiting is a lifestyle. It's something that you just don't stop because you absolutely love it. And when you love it the way that all these people on this boat did, and that I know that you do, you will grow, your team will build, and you will really see the Scentsy blessings flowing through. You must offer the business to everyone. Never leave someone without telling them about this opportunity. Never leave them without talking about buying, hosting, or joining. I mean, just recently, I've got 3 girls that just joined. From the last 4 years, they did parties for me. And I just said to her, hey, it's time to do another party. Our Scentsy catalog will be coming out September 1st, and I'm going to convention in July. And so, you know, around mid-August, I can get you the new stuff, and we can start this. Or you can just join me, because I know how much you love it. Have you been considering it? And they'll be like, oh my gosh. You know what? I really have. And then the next thing you know, these seeds that you've been planting over the years and over the months of people doing parties for you, they'll come to fruition, and people will actually join your team because they will see consistency and follow-up, because the fortune is in your follow-up. So make sure you share your stories with people. Make sure if Scentsy has blessed you, that you have it on your website. That when people find you on your website, that it says, tell me about my story. Because you don't want to see something that says, my story is exciting, I'm writing it later. Because if it's exciting, why isn't it there right now? Because next thing they're going to do is they're going to go on there and they're going to Google somebody else until they find a story that they're going to relate to. And if you're out and about and you're talking about it, make sure you are what you represent. If you have Facebook and they find you on Facebook, make sure you have your business and your information on your Facebook page. If you have a fan page, you know, make sure that you share that on there. But be what you say you are when you talk to people, because genuine conversations can turn into so much more. And when you share your story, you're going to find out that you're going to meet a lot more customers, a lot more potential team members, and your business will really grow. So as always, success and happiness lies within you. I hope this tip was successful, and I will see you next time on our next episode. Talk to you soon. Bye. Make sure to share your story on your website in everyday conversation, because real stories from real people make a real impact.